Bannaye kati kuno okuyiga kugenda eri badirector b'amakampani mwena abalina amakampani nga mutwala abaana ebweru mwawule wakati wa criminal justice ne civil justice. Waliwo ze tuyita civil matters ngezo mwe muli labor related issues. These are all civil related cases that arise during the process of work, the period of work between the employer and the employee. These are commonly civil matters. Yes, sometimes criminality can occur within the working period. For instance, singa mukama w'omwana amukwata n'amutemako omutwe, amukwata n'akola ebikolwa ebiri illicit n'amugyamu ensigo nga temutegedde, amukwata n'amukuba n'amutulugunya. You understand? Now that extends to criminality. But within the labor relations, wabaawo ekiseera nga kirina disputes. Naye nga disputes ezo za kubeera nti omwana ayambibwako buyambibwa ku resolvinga disputes ezo, so si kubanga kugamba zigenda ne sanction y'ekibonerezo ekiri criminal. Abasinga mu mmwe mulowooza era mukoze ensobi nnene nnyo mu kutwala abaana ebweru nga mubalaze nti kyonna ekinaba kimutuuseeko, akazibu konna akanaba kamutuuseeko ng'ali mu nnyumba ewa mukama we, it is totally criminal. Therefore, the only resort is calling police, is running to police. Even when Saudi Arabia eba providing labor court oba ministry ya labor neba providing disputes gye musobola okugenda mu resolving oba muwaabe disputes ezo, most of you, the company directors, have not recommended your own to always seek redress that way. You've instead used a short way, in short terms, nti duka ku police bwe biba biganye, without first assessing which kind of complaint does this employee raise. The employee is raising which the boss has done what? Which complaint is my girl complaining? Before I tell this girl to run away, have I done enough to mediate, to support? Do I qualify? Am I capacitated to enter into this dispute? Because most of the disputes ensonga lwaki muziddukamu ne muzimaliriza as if they are criminal matters. Reason nti mumanyi muli compromised. At the end of the day, you cannot just go direct to call this boss and listen in about this dispute. Muchimanyi bulungi nnyo ntokisobola. Those who can do it, they can easily be blamed by your counterparts at the office. Nti office ye jakunenya lwaki wasinzidde Uganda n'oyogera ne boss. You left that responsibility to the office in Saudi Arabia. Which office in Saudi Arabia? Nga nammwe zibasinya akayiri gombe n'okubasasula ssente zammwe eza commission tezibasasula. Oyomba ne office n'osulawo. Okiwulira? Nga gwe gy'osuubira nti egendagenda mu dispute y'omwana. Office ey'omuwarabu nga naawe kennyini yakulyazaamaanya. Kati osuubire nti office yemu yakulyazaamaanya egendagenda ewolereza omwana gwe balyazaamaanyiza. This is where we are coming in to ask you for a third party who should be always responsible for these workers to enter into their issues, whether minor or hard. But this body should be responsible to oversee that, whether you have a license, whether your license has been suspended, whether you are available or not. At any time, this body to be responsible to come in neutrally to look at these sides without you being blamed. Why did you call my partner? Why did you call my boss? Why did you call ABCD when we already paid you off? Because zino company is Saudi Arabia ziba zabasasura on behalf of the other bosses. Therefore, you have got no audacity to call their bosses. You have got no audacity to call these bosses. This is where the dilemma begins. That you have left Ugandans to die within these houses, or you end up misleading them to end in Sakan, to end in deportation centers, to end at police, because this is the only mechanism you have commanding a girl to commit a wrong. You have become a bunch of accomplices. Abama company abatwala abaana ebweru, recruitment agencies. You have become accomplices. You have become a bunch of these accomplices that do aid workers to end up doing the wrong. Right from home, the way you tame them to rebel, knowing, because much money, we know you are human beings. Olusi musympathizinga n'abaana bano nga mukimanyidde ddala nti omuwarabu si mwangu, kyokka ate bwe mumala sympathizinga nabo, surprisingly you don't stop from exporting them. You continue to export them within what you know that you also fear. Now when they reach in that fear, in that horror, you begin now redirecting them to police. A clear gesture to show that indeed you also know that these girls are being tortured. They are being done onto these atrocities. And now you cannot tolerate them. That's why you jump their issues to the police, which police cannot resolve labor disputes. Okujjako ya Saudi Arabia gye mwafuula ekitagasa nti eyingira ne mu civil matters zetalinaako kumanya. That's where our own have ended up being deported when they are not. They have lost contracts when it was not the right way to go. Some of them have been given injustices because tamanyi chazaako. Owa police ajja kukozesa amaanyi mangi to resolve a labor dispute. Nolwekyo njagala obayigiriza mwawule. Mmwe kennyini ba director b'amakampani olw'oba okubanga mmwe mulina endowooza yammwe ey'okutunulira business, mwerabira ebintu bino. Bano bemusindika bakozi basobya, bafuna okusomozebwa, balina obunafu, and they can also infringe. So how do you strike a balance without damaging or okugamba okuinfringinga ku mulala? Besides, do you think you are fit to be their defenders? You are not fit. Do you think you qualify to be defenders of these workers you have already exported on a profit? No, you don't. But because you want to insist to do it, this is where we are continuing to register these cases. Because mwagala okusigala mu kintu kyemmanyidde ddala nti mukinako kusobola busobozi. Mwefune nti mukisobola naye nga ate temukisobola. Mukikola mu bukyamu, abaana mubawala mu bukyamu. Omwana yandeetaze okuwa counseling, ayinza obutawuliriza counseling yo, sinakuyinza butagiwuliza, tajja giwuliriza. Ebbanga lyamala nga kiwamusindikamu kijaminze, tagenda kuddamu kuwulira by'omugamba. So nga ate n'abandi abamu mubeesamba. Ajja n'akusaba obuyambi nga kyakwagalamu kuwulira kigambo kyo ekimubudaabuda. Naye agenda okwekanga oluusi n'abagezaako babudaabuda ng'omubudaabudira mu bulimba. Toto utopia nga tebiriyo. Just omulimbalimba abeerewo kumba asigala mu kubonaabona. It should be that counseling that is real, that it touches their life in reality and serves their claim. I mean, the expectation of their claims. Omwana bw'agamba nti sirya mmere, your counseling should not be beerawo gumiikiriza siiba. No. What they expect out of you, you can still be patient and work with that boss. However, we are going to talk to that boss to give you food from today. That is the counseling these workers need. Not you telling her, babata kuwa mmere, yambala uniform. Kwata ensawo yo, wechange mukao. Duka, gende ebweru, kwata polisi, ekutwale. Gendo ite polisi. Can you imagine? Namwe ne mutula mu ministry ya gender, mwabakulu abali ministry ya gender, and you end our own at such an exposure. You keep sending them every day. Nga mweyendowooza ya mwe. Ngamba abakulu abali ministry ya gender. Nga mwe mulisolvinga bwe mutu ensonga z'abakozi. Polisi gye zigwera. Neze Uganda eza not zigwera ku polisi. Zigwera ku polisi. Abakozi be Uganda ba public servant. Ba servants abali under Minister Muruli Mukasa. Bonna ensonga zaabwe zigwera ku polisi. Or they have their own unions where they meet and resolve their matters civically, because these are civil matters, you know. Name mulowooza abamu abagende Saudi Arabia is going to keep ending them into incarcerations, you know, as they lose their rights to fair hearing, their rights to getting employment, to being employed, you know. Their rights to the contracts they have already been exposed to. Baba denied. Nebamaliza nga mbavuze supidi kulwokuba bambi tebamanyi. kansubire buno obubaka anaawulirizaamu munajjambye mujjemu naye mwechekinge mwe buzibu ku industry mwe buzibu mwe kennyini buli omutandika okweyigiriza mu mutwe gwo director nti ensonga z'abakozi zino okwawukana waliwo ezigenda ku poliisi n'ezitagendayo waliwo ezirina kubaako wezikoma oba weziwulirizibwa nga wanjawulo ku poliisi. I hope I'm clear.